So I can't help but share this experience because one of the benefits of staying in a lounge is that instead of being uncomfortable because people are passing by you in the common area of the airport, you have the space around you on a comfortable seat, and then you don't have to worry about your stuff getting stolen. So probably this is a space for the luggage, and basically, especially if it's off peak, you have all the space to yourself. You can charge and whatever. And now I'm ready to create a more mess with this area so that I can reorganize my stuff, my carry-on luggage. So this is the stairs going to the buffet area, and you have more lounge areas here, and you have a mini station while you're waiting, because normally the buffet area gets full, and you wait here, and then you can have some snacks. And this station can also serve this sitting area, but you can see that there's an oversupply of stations, drinking stations and snack stations. Here we have a nice quartz stone counter with some perforations, and then you have soda, coffee, and then you have a water feature in the middle, and then a warm, cozy smoking room with a nice signages with braille. And you can see the chandelier from here. And then another section for lounging around. If you are a big group and probably a family, you can have the spot. You can have a lot of spots here in Mourjan Lounge. And this is the women's toilet and shower area as well, and another lounge. And then you can see the divider now. It has a wooden finish with a metal lining, and then the velvety cloth fabric lining on one side, and you can notice the leather seating happening, and the flooring, it's just tile, I think, but you can see that the wall is also made of tiles that has a fabric texture to it. And then you can see the island in the middle, the elevated island platform in the middle that has a height good enough for seating, with a nice wooden surface, and then aluminum metal framing, lining. This is made of tiles, so this goes all the way there. And then this is your backing is glass, the railing of the elevated platform and island. And then here we have wicker as a divider. So this is the entire stretch of the elevated lounge, and that is the buffet area, again finished in wood. So I really love the big lamps here, and then we have nice blue chairs. And then of course the entire stretch will be a standard type of lounge. This one is a one set, and then after the business center, which is in the middle, this is the business center area. And then after this, the modules become smaller, and then you just have smaller sitting areas, maybe for chatting, not really for talking, because the ones with the high backrest are actually good for sleeping, not so much this. All right. Thank you again.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, good. We'll have a nice hot shower. Thank you. Thank you for preparing it for me.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Alright.
Should I get you a toothbrush or a
Ah, yes,
razor?
please. A toothbrush, a razor. If do you have a shaving cream?
Yeah, there's
Yes,
a
please.
machine.
Alright, thank you. Thank you.
There's a hair dryer. And,
Oh, that will be good, yeah. Thank you, thank you. So we are here in the toilet. Again, we have a nice quartz. I really think this is quartz stone. And then you have a drain in the middle. And the products that they use are, I cannot read it, diptyque. Okay. So this is the vanity area. And this is another shower area. So this has a 4 shower rooms, and each one has to be prepared before another guest uses. Okay, so I guess the other room is for it's a toilet. So this is the braille system that I was talking about. Really nice touch. Then strip lighting with a diffuser. And then if you can see, it's the drain also has an interesting detail. Normally I would hide it, and the drain is actually behind and is under the cutout tiles. And then the tiles also has holes. So the drain is actually behind or under the cutout tiles, and you have some cutouts on the tile itself. So you know what's lacking here is a full-size mirror so that you can see yourself, that you're fully clothed with the pants as well, because this is just half of it. And then so that you can explore the entire lounge, you know, with the swag. So let's go. Thank you so much, brother. So we're done. So another set of shower rooms. Pretty happy with that.
Yeah.
Pretty bad. Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Awesome.
Hi. I'll just take a video how it looks like. Thank you. So again, we have quartz stone finishes. The backsplash, the countertop is the same, and then it's built in with the Duravit sink. And what's impressive is that even the urinals, the dividers of the urinals are probably made of quartz stone. I think this is really quartz stone. Then we have the detail again on the floor for the drain. And while you are urinating, there's a light from heaven, from the coast. Then again, another braille. This is how. Okay, it's not opening. It's just. So I wonder. No cubicle is open, but probably we can check it out later. So again, they're really expressing the drain area of the flooring. And I love how they section the tiles as well, vertical and then horizontal. Thank you. So this is how the toilet looks like, with the hook, your water closet. Automatic door. And then we're out of the lounge. So Lounge. So let's have one round of walk in this area. So the business section, which reminds me to get my coat because it has my GoPro batteries. Anytime soon this will run out. So you have the coffee station and another island for drinks. And then I'll be quiet because this is where people are sleeping, because this is where the sought after recliners are located. So again, same material for the finish, for the dividers, for the walls of the dividers. And I have to enter through here because this is a group for 3 and I'm just trying to share it with them. So it's like a simple room, but not really a room, but a divider with a wooden finish walls and then leather recliners. And this is what I look at when I'm lying down. So let me try to wait. And I'm going to replace the battery. Buy a room. Buy a room. So we take this route quietly and explore the outside of the business center. So if you have trouble connecting to the Wi-Fi, you can come here because they have desktops connected to the internet, and their Wi-Fi is really bad here right now. And this is the prayer room. Just look at the wall treatment. So it's like I think the Mashrabiyya, only modern interpretation. So you have this again, this is a steel, this is metal with cutouts. Only the cutouts are checkered and square, diagonal, which lends a very modern interpretation of the design. Hi. Hello.
Looking somewhere?
Just appreciating the design.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you also. So this is the prayer room. So it's actually very architectural. It is as if a box was inserted in this finish, in this architectural treatment, inserted into the space. But I want that I'm going inside because I don't want to disrespect them. So just enough that we are enjoying being here and seeing the design treatments. And you can see that the light was installed at the bottom that goes all the way up. So it's a little softer at the topmost portion. So that is the lounge at the end, and then we can see the cutout patterns in the airport area already, because the lounge is overlooking the common area of the airport. So they have a nice EGT. Then same wall treatment with the tiles framed by aluminum or by steel. And I guess this is just a pillar by the airport. So more seating with a taller backrest, and on my right lower seating, probably just for chatting. We still have the same side table with the side table lamp. And this is the second eating area with higher tables and stools for dining. I don't know how different this is from the buffet area. So this is another access to the island lounge with the wooden finish. So it feels as if you are on a deck. So that's don't want to go inside because people are sleeping. So then you have nice planters on the sides. So go all the way down. If you can see the buffet area, it's all in wood finish with an interesting underside of metallic finish that mimics the water underneath it. There's a water feature underneath it. And then on my right are the all blue seating that you normally see in the brochures of Al Mourjan. And then overlooking this glorious common area of Al Mourjan, of Doha Airport, the Hamdam. So the treatments are all repeated in the different areas, but you can see that they try to divide the areas according to the arrangement, according to the color of the seating. And then we have glass with the patterns on the wall frosted, then a ramp going to the island lounge. And then you see this arrival sculpture in front by Ansem Rayleigh, Philosophy 2009. So again, another repetition of the material, very metallic. So this is the front desk. This is how you are welcomed as you approach the escalator. And this is the front desk. And then as you enter, you have a hallway looking up to the dining area above, which is the buffet table, and then you're greeted by the sculpture. So you have a beautiful water feature, really a statement piece in the Al Mourjan Lounge. And then you can see the similarity of the effect of the ceiling and the water feature with the nice stone sidings. And then if you just entered, basically not everyone was able to do this, but I was able to do it. Check in your baggage in the locker area.
Yes, please.
So it's all wooden finish. Oh, wait. So another sitting area, if you notice, and more recliners on this side. So I was actually frustrated because this becomes full right away because the most exposed, but I didn't know that there's one behind the business center. So there's a small sitting area, which I think is not good because when there are people talking here, you know, especially for light sleepers like me. And another counter for drinking, just in case you wake up and you feel thirsty. And there's a TV. So very special space in an airport because the airport area, the common areas in the airport are really crowded and stressful. Although I must say that Qatar airport is really nice. So unfortunately, taking a footage of the buffet area is prohibited, so we're not gonna attempt, or maybe we can try, because apparently it's already ready. Breakfast is ready. So you can see that the steps, the spiral staircase, I wonder what this is. It feels like it's electric tape but it's not. It's, I think, rubber. Then you have glass with stickers, and then of course we have nice stone steps with lighting behind it, integrated. And then you are greeted. And then hi, is breakfast ready?
At 5, sir.
At 5, okay. Is it okay to wait here? Alright, thank you. So, I don't know where to sit. I want to sit beside the window. So, I think this is a good spot. So, I want to take this because it feels private. And then you can see that the seating is nicely done with glass top. And then I think the rest is resin. It's made of resin. And then this is the view from the lounge, from the buffet lounge, and that is the sculpture that we saw earlier. And look at the ceiling, beautifully done, all wood with a nice light cove on the side, light wood on the floor, reddish wood on the walls and ceiling, with some cutout on the ceiling for the lighting. So I wonder what this is. Probably this is a private dining area. And a nice common toilet again with the same treatment, still the same finish.
Yeah, 30 seconds.
That the buffet is not really the buffet wherein you see a lot of food. It's actually a very limited selection, and right now they have the buffet choices, and this is what I got. So I'm still waiting for the sunny side up egg. What I think about the design, while I keep saying that it is nice, and of course for a lounge, a business class lounge, it has to be on a certain level of finishes. That's why we are surrounded by this kind of treatments, not only just the physicality but also the services, the soft products, and the food is actually decent. But as for the architecture, it's something that you would expect from a modern contemporary lounge, but it's nothing that, you know, really mind-blowing in terms of design. The statement area, I would say, is the water feature area, with the underside of this buffet lounge is also a strong feature of it. But the rest is basically, you know, like I said, something you would expect of a very typical lounge. You can see this in hotels, etc. Of course, you can make a space special by having a sculpture like that by a known artist, and then but this finishes is also, it's just really typical of a very modernist that is warm, that is loungy, and that fits the market that this caters to. So the question is about luxury. I think it is there, but when it comes to, actually I'm thinking out loud. I'm just really thinking out loud while I'm waiting for the buffet to become available. But when it comes to the design, I think I'm thinking about it because I remember the strong feature, the strong statement with the spiral staircase coming here, and the underside, the metallic underside is really strong. I think that set the tone for everything here in the lounge. That's why if you notice the lamps, the side table lamps, the big lamps, and even the sculpture is following the same language. It is following the same watery metallic quality. So, and the rest is just basically support surfaces such as the wicker, the leather, and the wood, and that's what designers are supposed to do, to create this concoction of and combination of these materials in a nice and harmonious way. And I think that this area set the tone, this area, and then the rest are just if I'm gonna think about or refer to a city, it's like you have the churches, and then these are all the mini buildings around it. So you need the mini buildings to highlight the presence of the church. So in a way, this sets the tone. But of course, this is a very subdued, restrained type of aesthetic. That's why it's not really in your face. It's not really that very iconic because of the subtlety of the form. Luxury, yes. Design, very subtle, and yet there's very strong in this part of the lounge. And the rest, I would say, probably has to be like that, a bit vanilla. But probably I would repeat just a very small element so that that area will feel a little bit special, which I think they did already with a small eatery. But that's about it. Maybe another sculpture, like, because I remember something that I wasn't able to visit in Zurich is the Radisson. They have a nice circular statement in the lobby, if I'm not mistaken. I saw in one of the videos. So you have this, probably just a small version of this in there, so that way you counterbalance the area. Although I have to say that the prayer area is a strong element in this layout. So what else? So I think I have to say that one of the best things about this lounge is that the people, not because most of them are Filipinos, no, actually not most, but many are Filipinos. The customer service is top notch. Like, they really go out of their way to help you, especially with little stuff just like Wi-Fi. And since the Doha Airport is poor in Wi-Fi connection, they really made a way for me to connect. Even in the business center, the Wi-Fi wasn't working. Lent me a dongle, and that worked. And the workstation also works, but you have to use their desktop. So aside from that, the locker area attendant was also super helpful, and it's something that I think they were trained to do. But at the same time, you can really see the sincerity, the professionalism in what they do, and that's I think the soft product that I think what this lounge is very, very good at. And I can't help but mention that because it's part of the experience. You're not just talking about the physicality. All of these things are not are going to be useless without the overall experience, and that's what my friend calls brand experience. So it needs to go hand in hand. So I guess that's it. So thank you for joining me touring Mourjan Lounge here in Qatar Airport for my layover, and I hope that you learn, because this is really one of the famous and a world-renowned lounge. And I think it ranks number 2 because Al Safwa is number 1. If you have a first class ticket, that's where you go. But if you have a business class ticket, I think you can purchase an access to the Al Safwa Lounge. And it's good that we're able to access this space and at least have a glimpse of what it's like to be in this lounge. So hope you enjoy watching, and thank you, and see you again.